Excuse me real quick. Let me add on to that. Can there be any justification in cheating?
None at all.
I'm going to say hell for it all. Can I say that? Hell for it all?
Well, first of all, cheating is a choice, and so it's the individual that makes that choice, so you can't blame anyone else for something that you individually choose to do.
Right.
There may be situational factors that may lead to you making the choice to cheat, but it is your personal choice to cheat.
Right.
It is not the other person's fault. However, both people do play a role in the demise of the relationship. So you have to be honest about what's going on in your relationship and to make sure that you're not maintaining the cheating. And oftentimes when I work with couples, I teach them that cheating isn't the problem. It's just a symptom of the problem. There's something else that's going on. And so cheating is just the behavior where there is something else that is taking place in the relationship that no one is talking about. So typically when women cheat, it's because they're looking for an emotional connection. Can I get biological?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I'm saying
So-
that this is your opinion, yes.
That's why it's gonna take a little bit more than 2 minutes.
Do you think?
Okay. All right, so as a woman, and men, this is for you. As a woman, we secrete this hormone called oxytocin.
What's that?
And it is an emotional hormone that we secrete it when we give birth, when we have an orgasm, and when we're breastfeeding. So that's how the baby automatically knows the mother. Yeah, knows the mother.
Okay.
So I often tell people you have to be careful about what type of oxytocin that you pick up, because you can pick up some stalkerish oxytocin, you can pick up some that will climb in your back seat and bipolarish oxytocin. You have to be very careful. And even if we are having an experience with someone and it may not be the best sex ever, and you still find yourself, women, you still find yourself calling this person, and you're trying to figure out, it is because of oxytocin. You have this emotional connection. So oftentimes when, and I hear a lot of women say that, I can have sex just like a man. I'm sure some of you guys have heard that I can do it. That's not true, because at some point, even in the midst of it, there is a moment when you want an emotional connection. So even though you may tell him to get up after the act is done and to leave, kind of like how we think guys do us, and at some point before intercourse happens, you want an emotional connection. You want to be desired. So women cheat because of lack of emotional connection with whoever they're with. In terms of men, so with oxytocin, we get connected to the person, whereas when men secrete, because men secrete oxytocin as well, they get attached to the feeling of the secretion. So that's how they can have sex with just anyone. It's not like they get attached to the person, they get attached to the feeling of the release. So there's a difference in how and why we cheat, because women want the emotional connection, whereas for men, it's just they want the release. That's how they can get up and keep it moving and not call you, not think about you, can be with somebody the next day, can be with somebody the same day, because they're attached to the feeling, not the person.
All right. That sounds
Why would it not be mind over matter? He ain't good, the sex not good, he not good for you. Why would it not be mind over matter? Your mind over matter as opposed to anything else.
Because we're not aware. We're not aware of this idea of the oxytocin. So we're with someone, not really realizing that we're becoming emotionally connected to them. And so it's kind of hard to kind of fight that urge. So now that you're aware of it, you can make better choices about who you share your body with. Dr. Roz gave us a whole lesson.